Good morning, everybody. It's me, Brian the Big Red Beard. I'm here on YouTube. It's been a pretty busy morning. It's Thursday morning, and had to try and change the light bulb in our car with no success. Got the light bulb, thought it was a light bulb, all the lights work in there. I think I have a grounding wire issue, but I can fix that on the tail end, so I'm not too concerned about that. I do have to run to the store today and take back some bottles and cash those in. They've been accumulating over the last few weeks with as busy as I've been. So I'm going to take those back. Rachel has a friend coming over today. She's going to be cutting some hair. Avery's at school, but I have to pick Avery up early, take her to the doctor so she can get a flu shot. So yeah, I'm going to go hop in the shower, get cleaned up, and then I'm going to head off to Meijer and return these bottles. Rachel has just informed me as of 5 p.m. today, all Disney parks will close their parks, and they will close their parks tomorrow in threat of Hurricane Matthew. That's pretty serious. We had originally planned our vacation to go, head down there late this week, early next week. So I think we kind of dodged a bullet two different ways. Number one, for the crowds, and number two, just timing with Hurricane Matthew. So, thoughts and prayers to a lot of the, family members, friends that you may have down there. We've got some friends that are down in the Carolinas, and, they've got their kids, and so we're really thinking about you guys. Hopefully everyone can get out safe, just bury down and, endure the storm. But, yeah, Disney closing early, that's nothing I can recall ever happening. Can you?
I think it hasn't happened in a decade.
So
Florida hasn't had a major hurricane in a decade.
So yeah, Rachel's just saying, if you can't hear her, Florida hasn't had a major hurricane in about a decade. So it's been that long since Disney Parks has closed early. So yeah, that's serious. That's a big hurricane, and it's interesting. I don't know if you guys have seen the pictures on the internet from the meteorologist and how the hurricane looks like a skull. Originally I thought, okay, that's Photoshop, that's doctored, that's a meme someone put out there. Nope, that's legit. That's true. That's a real picture. So I forgot to show you guys, I picked up a new pair of shoes for Disney because I almost have burnt out of my old pair. So I enjoy New Balance shoes. They're very lightweight, very comfortable, so these would be perfect around the park. So I'm just kind of breaking them in a little early before we head down to Disney. And I like the colors. It's bright orange, it's blue, it's kind of reminiscent of Detroit Tigers color, which I'm still disappointed that they are now done and their season is over. But bright and colorful shoes, to say the least. Nice and clean. Now it's time to go. Okay, it's off to return bottles and cans at Meijer. How exciting is that? Not very exciting. Just something to do on the honey-do list, but it is a beautiful day out. Parallel to what we've had the last few days. We've had lots of rain, cooler weather, but now we're almost into the 80s. We actually may be in the 80s. It's sunny, a few clouds in the sky. We had a little bit of rain last night, but it's a beautiful fall day. No complaints out of me. I did want to reiterate and kind of go over what I mentioned earlier about friends and family down in the Carolinas. We do have some friends in the greater Charleston area that have left their houses, evacuated because of the Hurricane Matthew. I do have family and friends down in Florida too as well, so hopefully everyone will stay safe down there. Hopefully everyone else, their families, their friends that they have down there can stay safe. And like Rachel said earlier and mentioned, it's hard to fathom a major city almost shutting down, looming a giant hurricane, because we live here in the Midwest, and about the only thing that really that's bad or really affects us from a weather standpoint is tornadoes, and those are far and few between. We do have some pretty nasty storms come through, knock out power, but nothing to the magnitude of a tropical storm, a hurricane, or even like some of the tornadoes that rip through parts of the plain states, or further in the Midwest. So we're pretty lucky here living in Michigan and having the weather that we have, which is not that bad. And if you're at Disney World, I don't know what you're gonna do. You have to leave the park by 5, and the park's gonna be closed tomorrow. I did see that Fort Wilderness at Disney is finding places for a lot of their folks staying there in their RVs and cabins and stuff, someplace safe to stay, maybe a hotel room or overflow. I'm not too sure. I'll have to read more about that later, but yeah, this storm looks like it's going to be pretty nasty and just really bad. So I'll leave it at that. So enough about the storm. It's time to head into Meijer, return these bottles, and I've got a shop for something specific. I'm looking for a mount for my phone, like a tripod mount that I can either clip to or fasten in my phone with the life-proof case on it. Because I don't want to take my phone out of my life-proof case, because I know the minute I do it, that's when my phone is going to want to kiss the ground and crack and break. So I'm going to look for a tripod mount. Hopefully Meijer has one. If not, I may stop by like Office Max, Office Depot, maybe even Best Buy. So I struck out trying to find a tripod for my phone at Meijer, but I was able to pick up some milk, return the bottles, and pick up some Matador beef jerky sticks. So I'm going to have one of these, and then I'm going to head on down the road and see if I can't find that tripod. I'm bound and determined to find one. No luck at Best Buy for a tripod. They had camera tripods, but they didn't have anything for cellular phones, so it is off to Target to see what they have there. Okay everybody, so sorry for the shaking in the camera. We're on a bumpy road. We just left the pediatrician and Avery got her flu shot. Avery, how did you feel? Feel good. You were so brave when you got your flu shot. I don't even think Dad's brave enough to get a flu shot. But the sky is progressively getting darker and darker, and we are almost home. Yeah, I think it's gonna rain. I don't know if we're supposed to get storms, but definitely looks like rain for sure. I don't know if you can tell, but that sky just keeps getting angrier and angrier. Sun is out, but that's definitely rain off in the distance. A pile of Andy's Coneys in my arms, and it's time to head home and eat. Here are the Coneys and fries I got from Andy's. So good. I like extra mustard on mine, so I'm going to put some on my Coneys here. And Rachel hoarded all the onion rings for herself, so apparently I don't get any of those. But let's put some mustard on. There we have it. Added some extra mustard to the Coneys, and now it's time to eat. Just when you think it's safe to sit down and relax, these things, oh, they're everywhere. Okay guys, it is time for me to head off to bed. Thank you so very much for watching my videos today and continually watching my videos on my YouTube channel. Keep the comments coming, like, subscribe to my videos, really appreciate it. Like the feedback that you guys send me over on Twitter too as well, so keep that coming along. On a side note, I'd just like to say once again, thoughts for everyone down in Central Florida, around the whole entire eastern seaboard. Hang tight. I know Matthew's going to be a pretty rough one, but stay safe, be smart, and just weather the storm, no pun intended. So I really appreciate it. Thanks again, guys, and have a good evening, and we're one day closer to Disney.